Chicago native. There goes a sparrow right now. Lifelong Chicago native, born and raised here. I've been giving tours here for about 10 years. I tell you this, you know, you're in good hands here today. I'll be taking care of you. We got a fair amount of time together, 45 minutes on the river. We're going to drop you off where we picked you up, so you don't have to worry about getting lost. Now I'm going to tell you about the history of Chicago on our tour. We're going to talk about Chicago culture, and of course, this is an architectural cruise, so we are going to talk about the buildings. But that's not the main thing I want to tell you today. The main thing I want to tell you is I love my city. And my big hope is by the end of this tour, all of you fall in love with Chicago as well. Does that sound pretty good? Then you're on the right boat. That'll work out just fine. Now we're going to jump right into the architecture with the building on our right. You can tell a lot about a building just from looking at it. This one, you can figure out its name, right? Has its name tag on it. Trump International Hotel and Tower. From 2009, covered in reflective glass, fairly tall. This is the second tallest building in Chicago. We're going to see the top 4 tallest buildings in the city on our tour. You'll also notice patios up and down the sides of the building. Each of those patios at the heights of some of the buildings around us. The second patio at the same height as some of the towers across the way. That's not by accident, that's by design. The architect here trying to make the building look good in context with the other buildings around us. So they call that contextualism. And we'll see more examples of that as we continue on our tour. Now, as you look around at all the different buildings, you're going to see we're going to jump all over in time on our tour. Across the river here from the 1920s, this is the Jewelers Building. So named because they wanted all the prominent jewelers in Chicago to work out of it back in the 1920s. As we come out from underneath the next bridge, we head into the groovy 1960s. Over on the right, very iconic towers here in Chicago, looking like corn on the cob. These are Marina City. Bertrand Goldberg is the name of the architect here, but of a social scientist trying to change where people live. You see, back in the 60s, not a lot of people lived downtown. They'd work here. They went home to the suburbs at night. So they built Marina City as a city within the city. Apartments up above, valet parking down below. But inside the building, stores, restaurants, fitness center. Used to have an ice skating rink in there. Still has a bowling alley. Used to have a movie theater, which is now the House of Blues. Marina City, an introvert's dream, right? You can live your whole life without ever getting out of your pajamas. They call it Marina City because there's a place to park your yacht, which was surprising in the 1960s because this was still a very polluted waterway back then. You wouldn't want to spend a lot of time on the Chicago River in the 1960s. Today, that's all changed. If you look over to your left, you can see we've added about a mile of new shoreline to the city with our river walk. It's a great example of a positive loop.